Hi, yes, this is Mato calling from the Northeast. I'm recording this for a possible publication. Now, I'm calling you about the video that I'm sure that you've been getting a lot of attention for. Do you have any comment on your police officers illegally detaining that man? They said he was trespassing. Now, is it trespassing to stand in your accessible parking lot?
It depends on the circumstances, sir.
Is it open to the public?
The majority of the parking lot is open to the public.
Right, so where he was standing, he was illegally detained for trespassing. Are you aware of that, of the situation?
I'm aware that he was detained, yes, sir.
Now, how long legally can you detain someone for suspicion of a crime before he's charged, before he can be let go? How long is that?
Detention can last as long as is necessary in order to determine whether or not someone has committed a crime or will be committing a crime.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, sir.
What law is that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I asked you if there was an actual law that you can cite.
There is no specific law that says there's a specific time frame for the amount of time a person can be reasonably detained.
Now, is taking pictures of your cars and kneeling down to take a picture of a license plate, is that illegal in your lot there?
Strictly under the circumstances of taking a picture of a vehicle,
Yes. Is that a reason for detainment?
a person can take a picture of a vehicle, sir.
And if he kneels down to take a picture of, say, like a license plate, is that illegal?
It depends upon the totality of the circumstances.
That's what... Are you the sergeant that was out in the parking lot?
No, sir, that was Sergeant Coomley.
Right, because he said the same thing that you just said, and that's ridiculous. Totality of the circumstance. Now, what is illegal about being in your parking lot taking pictures of a license plate?
Strictly looking on the facts at hand, it is not illegal to be in most areas of our parking lot. And again, taken in isolation, it is not against the law to take pictures of police.
And why was that young man detained?
That man was detained for reasonable suspicion that he may have been tampering with vehicles.
What crime?
That would be 10852 and 10853 of the California Vehicle Code.
Now, who saw him tampering with the vehicle, or about to tamper with the vehicle?
Officers saw him kneeling down behind cars, and they were unable to ascertain what he had been doing.
So it's
behind
illegal
the
to be out of the line of sight of an officer? Is that what you're saying? If I go out of the line of sight of one of your officers, I'm going to get detained?
Depends upon the totality of the circumstances, sir.
Have you watched the video?
No, sir, I have not.
What do you think you might, maybe to learn something? Your officers, first of all, they need more training. You can't do that to the citizenship. It's totally illegal and unlawful detention. And hundreds of thousands of people have seen that. He made your officers look like fools, like they need to be retrained. Do you understand that?
Our officers do get training every day, sir.
Well, they got trained the other day, a couple of weeks ago, by that photographer. They looked so stupid, like they didn't know what they were doing. When's the next training? Are you going to train them on photography and what is trespassing and tampering? Are you going to train them on that? Because they look really foolish. They made your department look foolish, and hundreds of thousands of people have saw that. Do you realize that?
That hundreds of thousands of people have seen.
Your officers looking like fools.
I'm unaware how many people have watched a video.
I'm letting you know, this guy's got a huge channel.
Okay.
Hundreds of thousands of people are going to see your department look like fools. He made them look foolish because they didn't know the law. They illegally detained him, and they illegally trespassed him.
They illegally trespassed him, sir?
They detained him initially for trespassing in public.
I just wanted to be clarifying on that statement. So that was just a misspeak, correct?
They detained him for trespassing in your public parking lot initially.
Okay.
Then they changed it because when they got educated by this gentleman, because they didn't know what the hell they were talking about, they changed it to possibly tampering with cars. They looked unprofessional and foolish. Now, I want you to go watch the video and maybe get those guys together and tell them what the laws are. Can you do that?
Yes, sir. We can train our officers, sir.
Are you going to watch the video and get those guys together and say, what the hell was this?
Well, do you want to refer to me what the video is, sir?
Go to YouTube, put in Bay Area Transparency.
Okay.
It's the first new one. You'll see the pictures of the tyrants that illegally detain your colleagues there, that you detain this guy. And he schooled them. You should be ashamed that you let these officers do that. And then there was the one African-American woman, officer, I think she had dreadlocks, totally out of control. She had nothing to do with the situation. She was just walking by, and then she started to harass this guy and tell him to leave, and the sergeant didn't even stop her. She made herself look foolish. Your whole department looks like fools on the internet. And I hope you do something about it. I mean, I appreciate you talking to me. You're very professional. Your other officers aren't.
All right. Is there anything else I can do for you today, sir?
So you got that Bay Area transparency on YouTube? You're gonna watch that, right?
I will take a look at that video, sir.
Awesome. Thank you. You going on?
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, that guy had some patience. God, that's love the hunt.